You know that feeling? When you're with a guy who's sweet, consistent, maybe even says the right things, but you still lie awake at night wondering, is he really feeling this? Or am I just hoping too hard? You don't want to be that woman who misreads the signs, who falls faster than he does, only to realize months later he was just enjoying the attention. But you also don't want to miss it when a man is genuinely falling, because that moment, when his heart starts opening up, it's quiet, it's subtle. And if you're looking for grand gestures or love bombs, you might completely miss the real thing. So today, I'm going to show you the 5 real signs a man is actually falling in love. Not just enjoying your company, not just getting comfortable, but truly starting to love you. These aren't the cliches you've heard 1,000 times. These are the psychological shifts, the tiny behaviors backed by attachment science that tell you he's emotionally investing. And the best part? Once you know what to look for, you'll stop second-guessing and start trusting what you're seeing. Because here's the truth. Men don't always say, "I love you" first. Some never say it at all unless they're already deeply in. But their actions, their nervous system, their subconscious habits, those don't lie. And if you've been wondering whether he's falling or just staying, this video will give you clarity. Fast. Hey, I'm Maya James, and for the past 8 years, I've been helping women decode male behavior through the lens of emotional psychology and secure attachment. I've coached thousands of women through dating confusion, mixed signals, and that frustrating, "where's this going" phase. And what I've learned is this. When a man is truly falling in love, his brain and body respond in predictable ways. It's not magic, it's biology. And once you know the signs, you'll never have to guess again. So let's get into the first and most overlooked sign he's falling for you. Number 1, he starts including you in his future without you asking. This isn't about him casually saying, "We should go to Mexico someday." That's a fantasy. This is different. This is when he starts weaving you into his real-life plans without prompting. Like out of nowhere, he says, "I'm thinking about switching jobs next year. What do you think?" Or, "My sister's getting married in 2 years. She's already asking who I'm bringing." Or even something small, like, "I found this apartment I like. It has 2 bedrooms, so you could stay over more." Now, here's why this matters. The human brain doesn't waste mental energy imagining futures with people it sees as temporary. When a man starts automatically including you in his long-term decisions, his subconscious has already decided you're not going anywhere. It's called future projection, and it's one of the strongest predictors of emotional investment in men. I worked with a client, Jenna, who was dating a guy for 4 months. He was great, fun, attentive, great in bed. But she was confused because he hadn't said, "I love you" yet. Then one day, he mentioned offhand, "I'm thinking about buying a car next year. Something with space for gear, in case we go hiking." And she froze. Not because of the car, but because he said "we." No hesitation. No, if we're still together. Just "we." That's when I told her, he's already emotionally committed. He just hasn't caught up with his words yet. Your action step? Don't test him by asking, "Where do you see this going?" That puts pressure on him to perform. Instead, just notice. Is he talking about the future like you're already in it? Is he making decisions with your presence in mind? If yes, that's not hope. That's evidence. Now, let's talk about the second sign, because this one shocks most women. Number 2, he gets clumsy around you on purpose. You've probably heard that when a man likes you, he tries to impress you. But here's what no one tells you. When he's falling in love, he starts doing the opposite. He gets awkward. He spills his drink. He forgets your name in front of his friends. He shows up late because I couldn't find my keys. And most women panic. Is he losing interest? Is he nervous because he wants to leave? Number the opposite. This is what psychologists call strategic vulnerability. When a man is emotionally attaching, his subconscious mind starts testing the waters of safety. He's not trying to impress you anymore. He's testing whether you'll still accept him when he's imperfect. So he accidentally leaves his toothbrush at your place. Or he shares a childhood story that makes him look vulnerable. Or he shows up flustered, like he was rushing to see you. These aren't red flags. They're green lights. Because love, real love, isn't built on perfection. It's built on safety. And when a man starts letting you see his messiness on purpose, it means he's starting to believe you won't run when he's not on. I had a client, Leah, whose boyfriend started doing this weird thing. He'd show up to dates with mismatched socks. At first, she thought he didn't care. Then she realized every time he did it, he'd laugh and say, "I'm such a mess, huh?" And she'd say, "It's cute," and hug him. Over time, he started sharing deeper stuff, his anxiety, his fear of failure. That's when she knew. He wasn't falling for the version of himself he shows the world. He was falling for the chance to be real with her. Your move? The next time he does something clumsy or shares something awkward, don't fix it. Don't tease him. Just respond with warmth. Say, "I like the real you," or "You're safe with me." You're not encouraging laziness. You're reinforcing emotional safety. And that's where love grows. Now, here's the third sign. And this one is so subtle, most women miss it completely. Number 3, he starts mirroring your emotions, not your words. Your emotions. Here's what I mean. Let's say you tell him your dog is sick. A guy who's just dating you might say, "Oh no, that sucks." But a man who's falling in love? He'll feel it. His face will drop. He'll ask detailed questions. He might even get quiet. Or, if you're excited about a promotion, he won't just say, "Congrats." He'll light up. His voice will get higher. He'll bounce a little. He's not just happy for you. He's happy with you. This is called emotional resonance, and it's one of the clearest signs of deep attachment. When two people are bonding, their nervous systems start syncing up. You see this in long-term couples. They finish each other's sentences. They laugh at the same time. They even breathe in rhythm. But it starts way earlier. It starts when he can't help but match your emotional state. Why does this happen? Because love is not just a feeling. It's a biological synchronization. When a man is falling in love, his brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and that makes him more attuned to your emotional cues. He's not faking it. He's literally wired to feel what you feel. I'll never forget working with a woman named Tasha. She told me her boyfriend had never said, "I love you." But one day, she broke down crying over a work problem. And instead of saying, "It'll be okay," he started crying too. Not sobbing, just tears in his eyes. And he said, "I hate seeing you hurt." That's when she knew. Not because of the words, because of the shared pain. Your action step? Pay attention to his emotional reflexes. Does he feel your joy? Your sadness? Or does he stay emotionally neutral, like a polite roommate. If he's syncing with you, that's not just empathy. That's attachment forming. Now let's talk about the fourth sign, because this one separates casual from serious every single time. Number 4, he protects your reputation, even when you're not there. This one blew my mind when I first learned it. Most women think love is about how he treats them. But here's the truth. How he talks about you when you're not around is actually more important. If he's falling in love, he won't just defend you. He'll prevent disrespect. Like, if his friend makes a joke about you, he'll shut it down. Not aggressively, just calmly. Hey, don't talk about her like that. Or, if someone asks, is she the one? He doesn't say, we'll see. He says, she's amazing. I'm really into her. And here's the deeper layer. He starts aligning his behavior with how he wants others to see you. He won't stand you up. He won't flirt with other women in front of you. He won't post vague things on social media that make you look like a secret. Why? Because he now sees your value as his value. Your reputation is tied to his integrity. Psychologically, this is called identity fusion. When a man is falling in love, he starts thinking of you as part of his team, and men protect their team fiercely. I had a client, Naomi, whose boyfriend was super chill, never jealous, never possessive. But one night, his buddy said, she's hot, but kind of high maintenance, right? And this guy, who never argued with anyone, looked his friend in the eye and said, actually, she's thoughtful, driven, and worth every bit of effort. Don't talk about her like you know her. Naomi wasn't even there. She found out later, and that moment meant more to her than any I love you. Your move? Don't spy on him, but do pay attention to how he speaks about you in front of others. Does he elevate you? Defend you? Or does he keep you casual, distant, like you're not serious? If he's proud of you, even when you're not around, that's not ego. That's love. Now, the fifth and final sign, this one is the ultimate tell. Number 5, he starts letting you take care of him. This is the big one. Most women think love is about giving, cooking for him, listening to his problems, being supportive. But real emotional intimacy, it starts when he lets you receive. When a man is falling in love, he stops being the strong, independent guy all the time. He lets you see him tired. He asks you for advice. He lets you pick the movie. He says, I don't know what to do. What do you think? He might even let you comfort him. Because deep down, men are taught that needing someone is weakness. So when he lets you take care of him, even in small ways, he's not just trusting you. He's surrendering a core part of his identity. And that only happens when he feels safe and valued. I worked with a woman, Amina, whose boyfriend was this big, quiet guy, CEO type, always in control. Then one night, he called her and said, can you come over? I just don't want to be alone. No crisis, no emergency, just loneliness. And she said, that was the moment I knew he loved me, because he didn't need fixing. He needed me. This is called emotional surrender, and it's the final stage of male attachment. He's not just enjoying you, he's depending on you. And that's huge. Your action step? Don't chase his vulnerability. Create space for it. When he shares something small, I'm stressed. I miss my dad. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't jump to fix it. Just say, I'm here. Let him need you. That's where love becomes unbreakable. So let's recap. 1. He includes you in his future, automatically, without pressure. 2. He gets clumsy on purpose, testing if you'll love his mess. 3. He mirrors your emotions, your joy, your pain, your energy. 4. He protects your reputation, even when you're not there. 5. He lets you take care of him. Small moments of surrender. These aren't grand gestures. They're quiet, consistent behaviors that show his subconscious mind has already made up its mind. You're the one. And if you're watching this and thinking, I've seen 2 of these, that's okay. Love unfolds in stages. But now you know what to look for. You don't have to guess. You don't have to chase. You don't have to shrink yourself to keep his attention. Because real love, it shows up. It speaks in actions. And it never leaves you wondering. You deserve a love that's certain. A man who doesn't just want you, but chooses you. Again and again. And now you have the tools to recognize when that's happening. If this resonated with you, I want you to do 2 things. First, hit that like button. It helps other women find this video. Second, drop a comment below with "I'm learning," or tell me which sign you've seen in your man. I read every single one. And if you want more, like how to respond when he's falling but scared to say it, or how to build a relationship that lasts, tap the screen now to watch my next video. What to do when he's almost ready to commit. Until then, remember, you don't have to earn love. You just have to recognize it when it's real.